The moment is here, you can stop your search. It's Comics by Perch.
Hey everybody, this is Perch. This mail is kind of funny in a weird little way, and you'll understand kind of where we come to that. But I've had this same thought a lot, but the problem is the obvious solution isn't a good solution. You'll understand a little bit more what I mean as we come into it. But basically, it's around comics and it's around the other things that comic companies could, in theory, probably should sell. In this case, posters. So let's get into it. Mail says, "Hey Perch, I was at my LCS picking up my comics and saw some of the variant covers for the latest Amazing Spider-Man. The one that really stood out to me was the Infinity Gauntlet Disney mashup. I'm a Disney fan, and the cover is well done. I almost bought a copy. Heck, I thought about buying 2 copies so I can give one to my brother, who is a huge Disney fan as well. But then I realized, wait for it, why would I buy this? I have no interest in the comic itself. If anything, I'd want to display it just for the cover. I ended up not buying it because there's no good way to display a single comic-sized cover without other comic covers alongside it." Makes sense, yeah. Well, I don't know. There's ways to do it, but anyway, if you're buying it for the cover, you're kind of burying the lead at that point for sure. But anyway, not to mention Marvel basically prints their covers on air now, so really wouldn't last. Ouch. So I started to wonder, why doesn't Marvel offer some of their variant covers as posters? I did a quick look online, and Marvel has plenty of posters of classic comics and the MCU, and obviously Alex Ross sells his own stuff. But for all the hype they build into variant covers, not a single one seems to be sold as a poster. Yeah, I didn't buy the $3.99 comic, but I would have absolutely bought 2 copies of a poster for $10 a piece. Am I crazy, or is Marvel just once again leaving money on the table? Well, you're not crazy. So here's the challenge. Okay, so basically, is there a big market for posters? The answer is no, there is not. There are people who will buy them, certainly, but next time you go to your local Target or Walmart, try and find the posters section. It's in that store. I think Target tucks it in somewhere around the towels and the bedding. It's just in a bizarre spot. Occasionally, there'll be another section somewhere buried in the video game area, which makes a little bit more sense, but people are buying a lot of posters. They can certainly do NFTs, the currency of tomorrow. But that's just crazy talk there. Look, I think that if I was Marvel, I would set up a system, and it would be maybe complicated to initially set up, but then it would be pretty easy. It would just run itself, where I would find a good vendor to do print on demand, or at least some kind of poster type stuff, and I would I basically partner up with them. And I would then make sure that every single variant cover I did was shuttled to the poster. I mean, here's a different way to do it that's more digitally friendly, digitally savvy. Make an app. So Marvel, hire a company, make an app called The Art of Marvel, or get somebody to do it for you and license the rights to it. And basically, make sure that app, that whoever's doing it, gets access to every single cover that Marvel or DC or whoever produces. And then what should happen is you basically go to this app, you click on the cover that you want, you then pick the format you want. And there should be a couple different options, like cheap printer, something that's going to cost you $10-12, or something that's like printed on lucite that's going to cost you maybe $80, but it's bigger, looks really impressive, and it's kind of wall art. Here's the thing: you don't have to make this company. This company exists. It's absolutely, this is not a new thing. This is not a novel idea. I'm trying to think of, there's not Humble Bundle. That's a different thing. There's Bumble Jacks. Bumble JAX. Bumble Jacks is a company. I used to use it all the time in Seattle, and they would do high quality prints. They would print on metal, they'd print on wood, they'd print on lucite, they do all kinds of different things. And basically, the idea was you partnered up with them, or you basically delivered your print there. Now you had to have the rights to it, so this is why you'd have to do it formally. But you deliver the rights there. You get all the and it's print on demand, and they mail it off to your house. I did some drone photography, and I got these giant, 4 foot by 5 foot kind of big, plastic. It cost me like $180 each one of these because they're super expensive at how they put together. But if we're talking about a comic market that does have collectors, does have speculators, imagine if you could get your favorite covers printed off in this nice format. Hell, you do that all day long. Absolutely, you would. And so they just need to partner up with somebody who will do this. I don't think it's good business for Marvel or DC directly to get involved in all this. They don't know how to do it. They wouldn't figure out how to do it. They try and put it out through the LCS. The LCS does not want to be fussed with any of this bullshit. It would be a bad spot for that. Now, it wouldn't solve your problem, the writer, the person writing in, who, is at the LCS and, kind of stumbles across this poster, that you'd still have to know enough to go to this place. But if you could get a little system, it would cost you nothing to maintain this, by the way. If you're just partnered up with the right people to do it, it would be zero outlay of cash. It would be just kind of throughput of, business in, business out. And you'd start to train people, hey, go to this app, pick the cover you like. Always the newest stuff is there, load it in, ready to go. And then I think one thing you could do if you did believe that you needed the LCS connection, that component, then what you would do is you would give a bounty to comic shops. So the comic shop could basically put a tablet or a phone or something on the counter. You come in, you order it. Because you're ordering it through that LCS, the LCS gets $2 or something off of it. They have to carry no inventory, no risk, nothing. And they're just helping facilitate kind of this whole thing. Easy enough. That's a clear kind of B2B to C model in a different way. That's how you do it. Free money. So if you're a comic company, hell, absolutely do that. Like right now, by the way, Marvel and DC won't listen to me, but Nick over there at Dynamite, dude, what are you doing? Or drop me a line. Let's do this for you because you're making variant covers all over the place. So you should absolutely put this stuff out. Print on demand. Buy. You don't have to take any risk, anything. I'll partner with you. I'll take 10%. You take the rest. How about that? Whatever. But seriously, it's free money out there. And to the point of the person writing in the mail, I think that's one of the weird dynamics, one of the crazy parts of this whole variant cover scheme is you get collectors, speculators who are buying these covers, but they have zero interest in the actual comic. So the margin you could make would be absurd. Now, granted, the collector value is not there and everything else, but I mean, why you're not doing this as an add-on is nuts. You're already creating the content. Your contracts are written in such a way, most of the companies, that if you do this extra business, you have the right to do it. Very, very few cover artists are maintaining rights outside of the comic. So you don't even have to pay them. It's like it's completely and totally in your favor in the grossest possible way. So anyway, that's what I would do. So what about you guys? Would you buy such a thing? Let me know in the comments below. Would this be of interest to you? I just think, man, if you would, it would take time to upload the art or make it available, but that's the only labor that the publisher would have to do. And in a lot of cases, they have image archives of all this stuff already done in a high quality format. So it would just be a matter of kind of attaching the pipes. I mean, if right now, if you went out there with an app said, you could buy kind of nicer, high quality posters of your favorite issues from all time of comics, I know a lot of you listening to this right now would go and you'd get some really nice, high quality framed up stuff for your house. Absolutely, you would. It'd be crazy not to. I know there's some licensing deals that went on in the past that said the poster revenue had to flow through a certain area, but I know I don't know. I'm pretty sure from reliable sources that deal is done with Marvel, and I don't know about DC, but I mean, just free money. Who wants to go take it? Let me know if you would buy such a thing in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Of course, tell a friend. Why not? Always fun to tell a friend. And thanks for listening.